I'm bringing you guys my exclusive interview with Miss Taylor Hatala. She's a 12-year-old dancing sensation. I mean, this girl can dance her butt off, but not only that, she's passionate, she's driven, and not to mention, she is, I believe, the next Janet Jackson of our time period. You guys stay tuned and make sure you check out her exclusive Panda video.
Panda. Panda, 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 panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just to lean the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the van. Legacies, family, wait and see, look like a panda. Going out like a Montana, honey killers on the helmets. Legacies.
Hey guys, I'm Taylor Hatala. 12 years old, I'm Canadian, and I'm currently living in Canada. Right now, I'm on tour with Miss Janet Jackson, and it's been a blast. I started dancing when I was around 3 years old, and I've been doing it ever since.
Awesome. So, Taylor, I know you're so young, you're doing a lot of great things. So how did you deal with people in the beginning who didn't necessarily believe in you?
Beginning, when people necessarily didn't believe in me, I just had to always remember to be myself. That was the biggest thing. I think I carried that with me throughout my whole career and my whole life in general. I had to remember that I am who I am, and if people don't like me or don't believe in me for who I am, then there's nothing I can do about that. And so, yeah, I just went out there, I followed my heart, followed my gut, and that's what really got me to where I am today.
Perfect. You sound like a pro over there, Taylor. What was the biggest fear, that you had to get rid of, that kept you, I guess, from being at your best?
Especially at the beginning, I was afraid that people in the industry wouldn't like how I danced. That the audience watching wouldn't understand those facials and why I make them and what comes out of me as I make them. So, and of course, I was always afraid to fail. I was fearing failure. But as I noticed, as I started to grow, I noticed that you learn so much from failing. You learn so much and you grow so much. And I think I kept that with me and always remembered that it's okay to fail.
One of the things we have in common is that we both love our moms very, very much.
Yeah.
So I want you to fill in the blanks. The biggest lesson that I learned from my mom is...
The biggest lesson that I learned from my mom is to always be myself and to never give up. Because God created me for who I am, and I am loved by so many people, and I love so many people for who they are. And I think that's the best thing you can do, is love someone for who they are.
So what's one rule that you wouldn't break when it comes to dancing?
For me, dance has no rules. So there are no rules to break. That's partially why I fell in love with dance and it became my passion, because it is and was limitless. So I was able to just explore and adventure and do my own thing without anybody telling me that you can't do this and you can't do that. I would like to dance with Beyonce, Missy Elliott, choreographed for Miss Janet Jackson, or those two, Beyonce and Missy Elliott, and Taylor Swift.
Perfect. So what can people get out of your master class that you have going on?
I think people and dancers can get out of my master class, or what they can get out of my master class is, well, what I hope they can get is, I hope they can just remove themselves from their comfort zone. In my class, that's the biggest thing that I feel like dancers should do, and I want them to do. I want them to get out of their comfort zone. I feel like in classes, I always try to learn something, and that's what I want people to leave my class with. Something new, something they didn't know before. And most of all, I just want them to leave inspired. It is my goal to inspire young dancers, older dancers, dancers and all, and just people around the world. So yeah, I hope to just share my craft with them.
So what's been the biggest reward yet sacrifice for you in your journey so far?
Since I travel a lot, I don't get to see my friends as much. That has been the biggest sacrifice I've had to make. Less sleepovers, play dates, things like that. However, I have been blessed with amazing parents and an amazing family that always makes sure that I have time for those friends, for family, and most importantly, school. So I feel like that has been the biggest sacrifice, is missing friends, but it has been all worth it, and I wouldn't have traded it for the world.
So what's your vision for yourself, you know, within the next year or two?
To start becoming a choreographer and get into choreography more. I feel like I've learned so much from choreographers near me, around me in LA, in Edmonton, where I live, and classes that I've taken. So I feel like I can mush all those techniques that I've been taught together and kind of create my own style with it. I want to get into singing and acting as well. I'm always going to keep dance with me, and it's always going to be something that I love to do, and it's what I love to do, but I'd love to have singing and acting by my side as well.
And I think what you have on your hands is absolutely amazing. So can you give any advice for people that are scared to fail, especially because I think a lot of times we're scared, like you said, of what other people think about us?
You should never be scared to fail. That is what I have learned, and I have said all throughout my career to people or young people who want to get out there. You should never be afraid to fail, and you should never, never sacrifice who you are for someone else. You are amazing, you are unstoppable, and you have to show the world that. You have to be confident in who you are, and you have to, most importantly, I always say this as well, stay hungry, humble, and honest.
What was the process like, you know, before Janet Jackson and the world kind of noticed you? What was that process like before people even knew who you were? And how were you able to gain the type of attention that you have today?
Before I was ever in the industry, or before I ever thought about going into the industry, I danced locally. I was in competitions. I was training in all styles: hip hop, jazz, tap, ballet, lyrical, contemporary, everything. That really helped me, and I think I recommend that anyone who wants to get out there should train in all styles, because it can really help your movement and your understanding of your movement throughout your career. I think social media has also helped me a lot. Getting out my videos on YouTube, Instagram, it's a really good way to just share what you love with the world, and that's what I love to do on it. Social media, YouTube, make videos of yourself, share what you love on social media. It's a great, great way to get yourself out there.
Well, can you tell the world where they can find and connect with you at, or any upcoming events that you have?
Actually, I'm making a lot more videos with my sister and I. Her name is Reese, and we're kind of putting that out there as a sister duo, the Hatala sisters. I'm making also some more videos with my fraternal twin, Larson Thompson. And yeah, I'm going to be touring with Miss Janet as well. Stay up to tune on my YouTube and on my Instagram and Twitter.
Hey guys, you heard it from the young legend and sensation, Miss Taylor. You guys definitely check her out. I'm Kat Harvey. Till next time, success, nothing less. Thank you.